Welcome to episode 5 of the Versus Save. I'm the Custard Prophet, and welcome to the recap video, which sums up everything that has gone on over the episode 5 time course, which is essentially game day 28 in our Versus Save. So if you're not sure what the Versus Save is all about, essentially it's a one-season save. Myself, Avoiding Relegation, and That Trucking Football Manager are all going up against each other, as well as the FMAI over the course of a season, all managing FC20 in the Eredivisie. Basically, whoever gets the most points wins. So we've played 27 games each, and we're coming back to see what happened in game day 28. Those videos went out, the game day 28 videos went out on Sunday at 7 o'clock, and this is the penultimate episode of the Versus Save. So in the recap, we will have a look at how everyone's got on and put some match highlights together, and then all importantly, you guys will get to see the final table of how everyone's getting on. As I said, one more episode to go, and that will be found on each of the creators' channels on Sunday 7 o'clock. Make sure you go over and check those out, and there will be a final recap video which will be at the slightly later time of Sunday 7 o'clock the week after, just to give me a little bit more time to do a little bit more editing for the final video. Okay guys, well, let us go and see how everyone has got on. Thank you very much. Okay guys, so this is where we left off last time out, game day 22. Avoiding Relegation with a 4-point lead over myself, and then just 2 points I was ahead of That Trucking Football Manager, and then a rather large gap to the FMAI. So let's have a look how we've got on over the next 5 games, see if anything has changed over that period. So we'll start with Avoiding Relegation. So their last game was against RKC, which it was a 2-0 victory. They then followed that up with a 2-1 victory over ADO Den Haag. They've been doing well in the Cup, and they got through to the quarterfinals, a very good win at home against PSV. And then they had a couple of disappointing results, away at Heerenveen and away at Ajax, only picking up 1 point out of that. But they followed that up with a win against Emmen, 3-1, and then beat Ajax in the Cup. I mean, my hope is this is going to distract them, because they then lost to VVV Venlo 2-0 in the next game. So clearly distracted. Right, let's see how That Trucking Football Manager's got on. Yeah, form has disappeared down the drain for That Trucking Football Manager. We last saw them in against AZ Alkmaar, where they lost 2-1, so that's the second game against AZ. They then drew away at Fortuna Sittard. I mean, it's a slightly disappointing result, and then lost to Ajax 3-2. But then followed that up with a 2-0 home loss against FC Utrecht and a 4-1 smashing against Ajax. Yeah, form has not been kind to them. Lost to RKC, drew against RKC at home, and then managed to lose against Heracles away. So they're playing PSV today, which is another really hard game. So yeah, it could have gone better for TTFM over that period. Similar story for me. You could have said that we, in a very unlucky game, lost against Fortuna Sittard in the last episode, but we followed that up with a loss against RKC away from home. They're not a very good side. Lost to Ajax. Yeah, we've all lost to Ajax, but then lost 2-1 at home against VVV Venlo. Yeah, it was a ridiculous game. As I said, I hit the post. I did everything but score in that, and yeah, I got very angry with that. But then followed that up with a complete smashing over Sparta Rotterdam. Where did that come from? And then lost away at AZ Alkmaar 3-0 without much hope in that game. But we come back against ADO Den Haag, and hopefully we can pull out a decent result. So finally, we'll just have a check how the FMAI have done. Oh, what's this? Yeah, PEC Zwolle was the last game we saw, and they were on a terrible run of form, but they have utterly turned it around. They've actually got more points than anybody else. They beat RKC, ADO Den Haag and VVV Venlo back to back, 9 points out of 9. They then lost to Ajax, as we're all doing, absolutely smashed by Ajax, and managed to then pick up an away win over Herenveen, which really highlights how well they've done. And then out of nowhere, Heracles, who are not all that, they lost 2-3. So today, that's their last game. So that's their game day 28. Essentially, they've done all right, haven't they? Right then, let's see how the human players have got on in their game day 28 games. It's going to be interesting to see what's happened when we have a look at the league table, given how the AI's got on. Right then, let's roll the highlights.
Techie on the ball. Dimers finds Paslak, sorry. Oh my goodness. Oh, blimey. Bit of a ping pong bloody goal there. That's Pete B, an own goal. You know, let's go on to the possession. Oh, throw in from Corb. Queensy. He's been pushed in the box. Looks like he's in the box. You can't tell me that one's a free kick. He's going to go and watch TV. Yeah, if you notice, there's no crowd. For whatever reason, there's no crowd in any of my matches at the moment. I don't know what I've done. The stewards are there, but there's no crowd. No crowd. Okay, Dima's got a... Oh, yeah, there's a penalty. Lovely. Espinosa's going to take it. Oh, I can't watch. Go on, Espinosa. Hurry up, Espinosa. I can't wait all day. Lovely. Danger is not cleared. Oh, Fernandez still on the ball. Dianesi. Queensy dispossessing him. He's going to be one-on-one. What can he do with it? Come on, Queensy. Yes. All those horrible things I said about you are all untrue. You're amazing.
Probably not going to get one because this is going to go in. Mitroglou. Can't read that name as an advertising warning anyway. Gutierrez heads it. Wagner gives it a high five on its way into the net. Good man.
And it's straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Koopmans, we know what that means. The highlight doth not endeth yet. So Koopmans fires it up the pitch and it finds their player. But, shock horror, we actually win it back. Cantella Piedra, who is playing with an injury, because he's the only player who can score a goal. Abidjana into Espinosa. Espinosa plays it into Juncker. It's in. It's bloody Juncker. Man deserves everything. A house, a medal, a pair of floral braces. Right, ball in. That's Abidjana. Nothing seems like it's... I know what's going to happen, which is annoying. Trupe. It's Buckerin. It's two. Okay, into Duffy. Oh no. Immers. Don't shoot. It's gone. That was wide. The Matos. Abidjana, who is again a key player, and somehow Juncker gets it back. We've had a bit of luck. 68 minutes. Offside, maybe? Well, some exciting games in there, some disappointing results for some very happy results for others. So just to run you through them, my FC20 side beat ADO Den Haag 3-2, bit of a rip-roaring game. In a bit of a snorefest, that Trucking Football Manager's FC20 side went down to a late goal against PSV. Very unlucky, really. But yeah, and unfortunately, his bad form continues. Then, avoiding relegations, FC20 side, they came back from 1-0 down against Fortuna Sittard to win 2-1. VAR penalty getting one of those goals. And then, as we saw, the FMAI, with their resurgence in form, their FC20 side in game day 28, well, they lost quite surprisingly against Heracles 3-2 at home, which hopefully for that Trucking Football Manager and myself may mean that they're on a run of bad form, or just starting a run of bad form. So what does that do to the table? This is what you're all waiting for. I'm sure you've all been trying to work it out. Right then, so, well, avoiding relegation has now an 8-point gap. It is looking very, very likely he is going to come out as the victor here. I have opened up a 6-point gap now ahead of that Trucking Football Manager after he was breathing down my neck for so long. I can sleep a bit better, and the big surprise of where the excitement is in this league, it's right at the bottom, because the FMAI, as you can see, is just 2 points behind that Trucking Football Manager. Just 2 points. I mean, they picked up 12 points in the last 6 games, which is more than anyone else got, and they lost bizarrely against Heracles in the last game, 3-2. So if they can continue that form, well, who knows what they can do. But yeah, Damien is going to have to pick up something there, I think, to make sure he sticks ahead of the FMAI. Otherwise, he's not going to live that down. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like the video. Make sure this is the penultimate episode, so make sure you check out what happens in the final episode. Those videos will be coming out on my channel, on Avoiding Relegation's channel, and on that Trucking Football Manager's channel on Sunday at 7 o'clock UK time. And you'll find a link to in the description to each of those channels, so make sure you go and subscribe to them so you can find them again very, very easily. So if you enjoyed that, please like the video, please subscribe if you are new, and I will see you next time, hopefully for the end of the Versus save. And yeah, who knows what's going to happen here. I can predict maybe 2 of the places, but what's happening down at the bottom, I don't know. And I think 6 points isn't really enough, although I've got a 7-point lead in terms of goal difference, so that may be helpful with 6 games remaining. Come and join us to see what happens. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.